When someone goes out showing themselves, portraying themselves to be a strong Christian conservative, you got to ask a few questions. Like, okay, well, what does that mean? What does it mean to be a Christian? What does it mean to be a follower of Jesus? Why are you trying to appeal to me as a Christian that I should be listening to you? And sadly, in the United States media realm, those kinds of labels tend to go along with some fairly ungodly, unchristian attitudes, things that you will not find in the New Testament. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to start off here by reading a little bit from Paul's second epistle to Timothy, where he says, "Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all longsuffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables." This is something that I talk about occasionally on this channel. I'm going to be talking about now the attraction that Christians have toward these kind of ungodly media figures, these ungodly teachers who tell them things that tickle their ears, that appeal to their pride, that appeal to one's sinful nature, putting oneself up above others, putting others down. There are people who know how seductive that is, know how much attention they can get by appealing to those things, and they build a career of it. And sadly, a lot of these kinds of people and their attitudes and their productions are targeted at Christians. And Christians have a tendency to fall for these kinds of things. The warnings for this go all the way back to St. Paul himself. So lately there's been some news about this major right-wing media character, Steven Crowder. I've actually talked about him once, a few weeks back, about his contract negotiations and kind of the things that went public with that. Now, he is getting attention for having talked about his divorce from his wife. He used his platform to air some of his thoughts about it in a way that made his wife not look good and made himself look like an innocent kind of victim in the divorce. For whatever reason, he chose to start talking about that, using his massive channel to millions of people to start putting out his opinion about his divorce. Now, he got some pushback, even from within the right-wing media realm. One, Candace Owens, another big conservative commentator, hit back at Crowder for what he was doing. She, revealed some things about his personality, about his morals, and she showed sympathy towards Steven Crowder's wife. Then what happened was that a video was released. A reporter received this video, probably from Mrs. Crowder, showing his abusive nature toward her in their home while she was heavily pregnant, and the way that he treated her in a very frightening kind of manner. I've read the summaries of the video, I've seen clips of it. I didn't really want to watch the whole thing, but it's ugly, it's bad. It kind of leaves no doubt that there were serious problems in this marriage, and that he had some serious attitude and ethical problems in his life, and that his wife is certainly acting in an understandable way to try to separate herself and their children from him. Now, Candace Owens and other commentators have showed this video on their channels. They've brought out other details about the kind of behind-the-scenes story of Steven Crowder and his wife and their children. He's not looking very good. I mean, things are actually looking pretty poor for him. I don't know what his prospects are for the continuation of his career. Chances are he'll find a way out of this, find a way to keep on going, but he's really taking a hit here, and deservedly so. Thankfully, even a lot of his fans are expressing their disillusion with Crowder and what's being revealed about him and his personal life and his personal morals and ethics. Now, when someone goes out showing themselves, portraying themselves to be a strong Christian conservative, you got to ask a few questions. Like, okay, well, what does that mean? What does it mean to be a Christian? What does it mean to be a follower of Jesus? Why are you trying to appeal to me as a Christian? Why are you telling me that you're a Christian and that I should be listening to you? And sadly, in the United States media realm, those kinds of labels tend to go along with some fairly ungodly, unchristian attitudes, things that you will not find in the New Testament. They have to do with, putting down the other, putting people down, for exposing other people's sins, putting them down, lifting yourself up, sowing division, kind of portraying a picture of us versus them. We need to be afraid of them. We need to put them down. We need to, stick to ourselves. We are right, they're wrong. And it has to do normally with things that simply aren't even in the New Testament. This isn't about saying, well, these people aren't bearing each other's burdens. These people aren't praying for people and forgiving each other. It has to do with politics, with culture, with like my set of values, my set of cultural conservative values versus someone else who is different from me. I don't understand them. I don't want to understand them. Therefore, I'm going to put them down and attempt to defeat them. It's like Paul tells Timothy in those verses I read, we don't need to go finding other people to tell us something else. The commandments of Jesus, the instruction in the New Testament, godly counsel from our brothers and sisters and leaders in the Lord, that's what we need to be listening to. We don't need to go find someone to appeal to our sense of pride, our sense of self, our sense of being more important or better than others. And if someone is feeding you that to try to get your attention, to try to make you a part of his audience, his movement, whatever it is that they're doing, reject that, because that is not of the Lord. That is an attack on your relationship to Jesus and your being a disciple to his commandments. So thankfully, we have the Bible we can read. There is plenty of good edifying material out there. If you want to watch something, listen to something, there are probably good people around you that you can talk to. You can have good, polite, considerate conversations with others in a way to try to seek to learn things and seek to find out, how someone else might be able to help you, how you might be able to help someone else. And that should be kind of the way your interactions are with other people, seeking to esteem others, see what you can learn from others, see how you can help others. That's the way to real strength. We take the lower seat, let others instruct us, and if there's a time for us to instruct others, do it in a humble way that builds up and doesn't tear down. Let's be winsome, let's be friendly, let's be loving, let's be forgiving. Treat other people the way you would like them to treat you, and the way that we know that God treats us. Because, if it wasn't for that grace, for that mercy, and that love of God, we would all be in a very sad, sad state. Well, thanks for watching. Please be sure to leave a comment below, tell me what you think of all this, and I will talk to you later. God bless you.